My name is Dwayne. I'm an entrepreneur that moved from the United States to Bahrain to start a custom suit company called Custom Suit for You. And I had a friend recently email me a question. She asked me if I had to go back in time 5 years and I could only take 3 lessons I learned in the 5 years after and start over with, what would they be? I thought that was a really good question, and I decided to respond back in a video message. Lesson number 1, provide value. Bill Gates had a vision when he first started Microsoft. His vision was that he wanted a computer on every desk in the world. And he pretty much achieved his vision, as you can see. And now Bill Gates is a multi-billionaire, one of the richest men in the world. The reason why is because he provided value. And one of the mistakes I made when I first got into business 8 years ago is I went into it asking, how can I get rich? How can I make a lot of money? How can I get? How can I have? And that's not the way you go into it. All right, if you really want to be successful, that's in business or just life, you got to ask yourself, how can I provide value for someone else? How can I do something for someone else? How can I give someone else what they want? And the reason is because if you give people enough of what they want, you will automatically by default get what you want. And that's how things work. And another thing that kills me with people sometimes, and it's something a mistake I made, is listen to like motivational books, and I hate to say this, I hate to kill the dream for a lot of people, is that if you do what you love, you'll get rich. I'm here to tell you, folks, that that's not true, and that's what I thought at first. It's not about doing what you love and you get rich. It's about having a need and having a want for your product and your service. If there's no need, no want for it, it's not gonna happen for you. So what you got to do is you got to find a group of people, or find people that want your product or that have a desire, have a need, and you supply it to them. And then that should give you a lifestyle that you really want to live. Lesson number 2, invest time, don't spend time. Now there's a difference between investing time and spending time. Now the lesson I've learned is that most people in life, they spend time, meaning that when it's time go on, they just roll with the punches. When something comes up with a day, they just deal with it. Somebody call, they deal with it. Somebody show up, they just deal with it. And the next thing you know, the day gone. That's spending time. Investing time is when you know from 3 o'clock to 4 o'clock, you will be studying. From 5 o'clock to 6 o'clock, you'll be calling this many leads. And you know what your time, you're going to be doing with your time. Because the thing about it is, in life, you get what you invest your time in. Money is replaceable, time is not. And every day, you know, time is ticking and going and going and going. You'll always get more money, but you'll never get more time. So if you really want to be successful in life, you got to look at where your time is going. Now, some of the things you can do that I've done to help me out is block your time off. If you know you have something to do at a certain time, or you want to get something done out of the day, block off so many hours. Say, hey, from 3 o'clock to 6 o'clock, I'm going to be working on this pamphlet, working on this brochure. And you cut the phone off, you cut the email off, you lock the door, and you do that, and you invest that time in for you. And another thing too is, I see that gets a lot of people is the cell phone. You know, now we got cell phones nowadays. It's like people can just hop in and out of your life at will. But it doesn't have to be like that. And most successful people, they don't let their phones rule their lives. So one of the tricks I use is that if I know that I want it to be a quick conversation, I'll pick up, I'll say, hello, hey, I'm in a meeting, I only got 5 minutes. And when you do that, it helps the person get to the point, and also, you know, it shortens the conversation and get back to what you were doing. Another thing is to do to get time is you need to really look at and systemize what you're doing. Look and see what you can put in the system so that you don't have to keep constantly reinventing, thinking about it, and you know, constantly doing the same thing over again. If you can put it in the system and delegate it, go ahead and delegate it. And one of my favorite little time techniques is, what I do is, I know I'm going to be on a road trip. I keep a list with me of things I need to brainstorm, things I need to work out, things I need to plan out. I keep that list on me, so when I run into situations where I'm, waiting on somebody, or I'm driving, or I'm waiting in a line or something of that nature, I go ahead and take my list out and I think about those things. So when it comes time to actually do them, it's already done. I try to maximize all my time. So I think one of the things I would give myself back then is to really take advantage of my time and just invest it wisely, because it's my time, not anybody else's time. Lesson number 3, move past failure quickly. 2 seconds. That's all a quarterback has to get over throwing an interception or throwing a bad ball. That's all they have to really move past it. And the reason being, if they focus on them messing up and throwing the ball the incorrect way, or throwing an interception, it just throws their whole game off and they lose. You got to be the same way with business and in life. You have to be able to move past your failures quickly. And the reason is because if you keep focusing on your failure, you keep repeating the failures. What you have to do is learn the lesson from the failure and move on. Don't be a resident of the past. Use the past as a reference so you can move forward in life. It's a reason why we got a windshield is bigger than the rearview mirror, because we were meant to look forward, not backwards. So with that being the case, ways that you can actually move past a failure quickly is when you fail, learn your lesson from it. All right? As soon as you learn your lesson from it, move on and look at how can I move forward. And another thing you can do is ask yourself the right questions. If you fail at something, something doesn't work out, don't ask the question in your mind, why can't I do this? Or why can't I get this right? When you ask that, you'll give yourself an answer. Why can't you do this? Because you're a big idiot. Ask, how can I do this? You don't get an answer, ask, how can I do this? Keep asking and you will get an answer. So you ask yourself the right questions and you focus on the future and you don't focus on the past failures, you'll move forward. So these are some of the lessons that I've learned, and the 3 main lessons that I would take back that I think would push me even further than I am now. Thank you for watching my video.